currency verse device that allows players to earn currency and spend it on items. You can change the player's class to grant special powers for a selected duration or allow them to purchase weapons and other items. Available on my Patreon. For more information, visit my Discord or Patreon. First, create a new folder called Icons. I've generated some UI images for you to use. Drag and drop them into the Icons folder. Next, select one of the images and open it. Set the compression settings to no mipmaps and UI, then change the compression to uncompressed. Save and close. Now open Verse Explorer, right-click on Content, and create a new verse file. Name it whatever you prefer. Double-click the file to open it. Next, open the verse file included in the download inside VS Code. Copy all of its contents and paste them into your newly created verse file. At the bottom of the verse file, you'll see an image name. This is the icon that will be used. Make sure the name matches exactly. In this example, I'll be using currency_9. Then, build verse. Finally, go back to UEFN and drag the verse device into your map. Now, explaining the verse device. The three currency values determine how much a player earns when eliminating another player, eliminating an NPC, eliminating a boss NPC. Success audio plays when a purchase is successful, and fail audio plays when a purchase fails. Buy item is used for any item you want players to purchase. Class switch allows players to buy a temporary power or switch to a different class. Pop-up HUD message displays the currency earned or spent. Debug increase and debug decrease are used for testing, allowing you to add or remove currency manually along with the amount you want to adjust by. NPC spawners are used to connect regular NPC bots to the verse system, and boss NPC spawners are used for boss fights. Reset Class button allows the player to return to their default class. Now let's add the devices. First, place an audio player device. This one will be for the success sound. Copy the device and use the second one for the fail sound. Connect both audio players to the verse device. Next, let's add a buy item setup. The button device is what players interact with. It checks whether the player has enough currency. If they do, it grants the connected item and triggers a trigger device, which you can link to anything you want. Cost is the price of the item. Place a button device, configure it, and connect it to the verse device. Now place an item granter device. Add your item, configure the settings, and connect it to the verse device. The trigger device is optional and can be used if you want an additional action to occur after purchase. Then enter the cost price for the item. Now for the class switch. Add or duplicate a button device. We'll need a class to switch to and a default class. Place a class selector and a class designer. For the default class, choose one that is not already in use. Then duplicate the class selector for the power or custom class you want to create, and make sure to change it to the correct class. In the class designer, ensure it matches the selected class exactly. Add your desired feature, for example, player flight. Connect all relevant devices to the Verse device. Switch duration determines how long the player remains in the selected class. Class Switch HUD displays a message while the player is switched. To set this up, place a HUD message device, configure it, and connect it to the Verse device. Duplicate the HUD message device and connect it to the pop-up message setting inside Verse. To test currency, connect two button devices to the debug increase and debug decrease functions. For NPC spawners and boss NPC spawners, Place an NPC device, configure it as desired, and connect it to the verse device. Finally, for the Reset Class button, place a button device, configure it, and connect it to the verse device. This will revert the player back to the default class. This verse system can be fully adjusted to match your buy systems within your map, and you have complete control over earnings and balancing. I can also create multiple currencies upon request. Join Core UEFN.